Good morning! It is 7:27 and we are heading out earlier than yesterday. Yeah, which is nice because today is going to be not an easy day. There's a lot of ups and downs, like a lot. And it's not easy even for me, so it will be probably difficult for both of us today. And it's going to be a warm day, so it'll be so much fun! Road crossing. Going up Weaver Mountain now. Coming up on the 900 mile marker. Woo! 900 miles! 900, 900, 900. 900 miles. It's pretty awesome. And I get to share it with Irina. By the way, she does have a trail name now, which is Mountain Laurel. We first thought Butterfly, but Mountain Laurel is probably a much better name. And it's really cute. It's a cute name. Because Mountain Laurel is a beautiful flower. So, yeah, 900 miles sounds crazy. Almost getting close to the halfway point. Once I reach 1,000 miles, that'll be really crazy. So, anyway. My trail family hit that mile marker yesterday, so I'm proud of them. And anyway, gonna keep going. And another 900 mile marker. And there's a dime with a heart on a heart. Boom.
Wow. Красивый.
Beautiful. Almost made it up High Top Mountain. It's a hard day. We had taken about 50 minutes of a break just before the final ascent. And now we are ready for a little bit of a downhill. All right, High Top Mountain view coming up for you. Woo! Well, there was a little thunderstorm and we took advantage of that and had some lunch. Moving on, we already did 10 miles and it is 2 p.m. and we'll keep moving on.
Okay.
Yeah.
First подружка.
Snake ski. Cute little arch. Hello there. Well, I'm not sure I filmed much today at all. That's basically because it was mostly a green tunnel and because we are just trying to make miles. I am again once very much impressed with Irina. We will have hiked over 19 miles today. I can't even imagine. That is crazy to be doing on only your third day of hiking, but she's doing it. So our bodies are aching, my feet are hurting, her legs are hurting, her feet do not hurt. And I am so jealous that her feet don't hurt. My feet always hurt. I have those Lone Peaks, and they're much better than the Olympus, that's for sure. I don't have those heel blisters or that heel pressure anymore, so that's really good. We have about 0.7 left. We're going to try to stay at a campground today, meaning you have to pay for the campsite, but it also has showers and toilets, and that is something very desirable. Look at this crazy tree. How does it even turn to be looking like that? Good morning! We are off for another hiking in the Shenandoah National Park. And we were at a campsite, and that was so lovely. I mean, you have to pay $30 for a campsite, which is kind of expensive, but if you consider that you could fit more than one tent on there, probably would be worth it if I was with the family. But I liked the campsite because you had, or campground, you had a shower. No, you didn't have showers. Well, supposedly they were showers, we just couldn't find them. But there's bathrooms, and then that was really, really nice. And we had like a little bench to sit on our campsite on the campground, so that was lovely. We thought about waiting until the camp store opens to resupply because we kind of don't have much food left. But that doesn't open until 9, and we want to make around 16, 17 miles today. And waiting until 9 is kind of a waste. Also, we don't really have to wait because there's a wayside in 6.1 miles, and supposedly it is the biggest wayside of the Shenandoah, so we can resupply there, but also there's a restaurant there. So I anticipate to eat there, and I hope they're open in the morning, but if they're not, that's okay, that's how it's supposed to be. But the wayside, I hope they're ready for us because we need food. So I'm excited because I've not gone to a wayside before, and everybody talks about how cool they are. So hopefully they don't disappoint. So one minutely frustrating thing is the app Far Out. Whenever you are not on trail, the app gets confused and calculates everything wrong. Meaning, like, you can just click on something and it tells you how far something is. I could calculate myself, but since the app does that for you, sometimes you just rely on that. Well, being that the campground is not exactly on trail, the app doesn't know how to calculate. And so it told me that the wayside is only 6.1 miles away, when really it is 7.9. That's still okay, because honestly it's better to hike more miles than have not breakfast but lunch, and then hike the rest. So it's better. But Far Out, why does it do that? Maybe the people of Far Out can look into that, because it gets us all kinds of confused, and we usually know about it but we forget about it, like when we're in our tent and we're tired, we just forget that the app won't calculate right, and then you're like, oh yeah, only 6.1 miles, but no, it's 7.9. All those rocks. Does not feel good on feet. So I gave Irina a 15-minute head start up this hill because, I mean, she's amazing for hiking, how she hikes, but because she slows down drastically on the uphill, it slows down my gait, and I'm just a swift hiker. So when I slow down, I get a lot more tired. So I wanted to try it this way one time, see if I would enjoy the uphill a little bit more. But man, is she fast on a flat. Really fast. Much faster than anybody I know. And I kind of have to run after her. Where is she? I went up the hill and somewhat down the hill. She's fast. By the way, there's not a lot of river crossings today, or in general, in the Shenandoah. Disappointing. I like my river crossings. I see her. What the? If you can't have a river crossing, you're just gonna have to make it a road crossing. Давай. Road crossing. Look, somebody left me trail mail. Fox and cheese ball said, "Miss you, Roadrunner." Smiley face. Going up this gravel road here to the wayside. It's like 0.4 off the trail, which is always sad when it's so far, but it's so worth it. Getting closer and closer. This feels really nice to walk on. It's like butter. I see some buildings. Y'all know how much I love meadows, so it's just befitting going to Big Meadows Wayside. Gorgeous. Gas station extravaganza. Boom. Boom. So I'm walking through the store and I'm wondering why my basket is so heavy. Somebody put a potato in there for me. Eating the famous blackberry milkshake. They didn't have straws, so spoons it is. Delicious. 10 out of 10.
20 там с чем-то, 23 года. Прикинь, не спасли. Ну, как бы она там...
So we're ready to walk again, and guess what? Instant driplets of rain. We love it. 0.4 back to the AT. We have some very hard decisions to make. We've got 3 options. Option number 1 is to stay at the lodge, which is only like a mile away. But it would be nice. It would be an amazing Nero. But what that means is that we'd be hiking into Sunday, which means that Irina's leaving on Monday. So we thought maybe we could have like a 0 day and hang out on Sunday. But if we take time at the lodge today, we would still have to hike on Sunday and it wouldn't be a 0. Option number 2 is the one that we both decided probably not, is to hike 4 more miles to the next shelter. That means we are around 5 miles behind schedule, but at least we've hiked some extra miles and our Sunday would be more like a Nero. And option number 3 is to hike another 9-10 miles and make our Sunday 0 happening. So What option are we thinking, Miss Irina? Mount Laurel?
I want stay in a lodge, and I also want to be in the town on Saturday and rest.
That's not a possibility unless we hike 25 miles per day. So,
No, I want this possibility.
not gonna happen, unfortunately. What in the holy Jesus is this? Cool. Bye, crazy trees.
I've been on several places that have black rock.
Yeah. It's raining. Well, we survived the rain. Woohoo! What do you have to say about the rain?
Loved it.
You loved it. What'd you love about it? The feet into the puddles. Yeah, that's fun when you can just take your feet and put them in puddles. Storm itself, though, is not fun.
And I love to sing.
Yeah, she was singing the whole time. Miss Irina, what option did we end up choosing? Option 1, 2, or 3?
Second.
The one that we thought wasn't gonna happen.
The rain was super crazy,
Yeah.
and somebody was,
I was grumpy today.
yes, very grumpy. But we know how to deal with grumpiness.
So yeah, it was just as soon as we left the wayside, well, not as soon, we hiked a little bit, and then all of a sudden, torrential downpour. Like torrential. I don't use that word lightly. It was crazy downpour, right?
Yeah, that was like from the bucket,
Yeah.
but it was so cool.
I mean, it's fun, right? Especially
Yeah.
because it stopped raining and we could set up the tent somewhat dry. But
Yeah, I was singing.
we did not want to hike any further. We hiked only 4.4 more miles after that. So we hiked around 12 miles.
Only.
12 point something. I'll have to calculate. But that's it for today.
Да.
Let's see how much we can do tomorrow.